Most people get it wrong when it comes to vegetables. They think anything green is automatically healthy, and if it's not green, it's probably bad. But that's far from the truth. Today, we're ranking some of the most popular vegetables in the world, from superfoods to maybe skip that. As always, we'll be using our tier list from S tier, the absolute best, to D tier, the ones you might want to stay away from. Each vegetable will earn its place based on nutrition, fiber, anti-nutrients, glycemic impact, and sometimes taste. Get comfortable. This is going to be spicy. Friends, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my new and interesting videos. And now, let's keep going. 1. Broccoli. Let's start strong. Broccoli isn't just another green vegetable, it's practically the superhero of the produce aisle. It's loaded with fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, potassium, iron, and calcium. But what really gives broccoli its reputation is sulforaphane, a sulfur-rich compound that's been widely studied for its anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Sulforaphane supports detoxification pathways in the liver and helps protect your DNA from damage. Broccoli has also been linked to improved blood sugar control, gut microbiome balance, and even brain health. The fiber keeps your digestion smooth, the antioxidants protect your cells, and the vitamin K helps regulate calcium in your bones. Not to mention, it's incredibly versatile. Steam it, roast it, toss it into stir-fry, or eat it raw with hummus. It holds up in every context. Broccoli gets an S tier. It's just one of the most beneficial vegetables out there. Absolute staple. 2. Potato. The humble potato. Let's talk about it. I used to love potatoes, especially fried, like a lot. Back then, I had no idea how starchy, heavy, and high glycemic they really are. Potatoes spike your blood sugar almost as fast as white bread. And while they do contain potassium, vitamin C, and fiber, if you eat the skin, the downside is the sheer amount of rapidly digestible starch they carry. That makes them a poor choice for people managing blood sugar or trying to reduce inflammation. There's also the lectin issue. Potatoes are part of the nightshade family, which means they contain plant compounds that can irritate the gut lining in sensitive individuals. Plus, once you factor in how most people eat potatoes deep fried, loaded with oil, butter, or cheese, the nutrition to damage ratio just drops further. Nowadays, I'd try to avoid them. Potatoes go into the sometimes C tier category. Not the worst, but not something I'd recommend every day. 3. Carrot. Carrots are one of those vegetables everyone seems to like. Sweet, crunchy, and easy to snack on. But they're not just tasty, they're surprisingly powerful. The orange color comes from beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which supports vision, immune function, and skin health. Carrots are also rich in fiber, vitamin K1, potassium, and antioxidants like lutein. They help balance blood sugar, support digestion, and even promote healthy cholesterol levels. And while they are slightly higher in sugar than other vegetables, the fiber slows absorption, making it a low glycemic impact food. Carrots also support the production of bile, which means they help your body break down fats more efficiently. Roasted, steamed, raw, or juiced, they're useful in every form. Carrots earn an A tier placement. Colorful, tasty, and genuinely good for most people. 4. Cucumber. Cucumbers are about 95% water, but don't let that fool you. They still bring value. They contain antioxidants like beta-carotene and flavonoids, plus vitamin K for bone health. Their high water content makes them especially hydrating, and their mild diuretic effect can help with bloating and fluid retention. The skin contains most of the fiber and nutrients, so if you're eating cucumbers, keep the peel on. Cucumbers also support skin health and have natural cooling, anti-inflammatory properties. That's why they're a classic for under-eye puffiness. It's not just a spa gimmick. That said, cucumbers aren't nutrient-dense enough to rank super high. Cucumber gets a B tier placement. Refreshing and safe, but not exactly a nutritional powerhouse. 5. Garlic. Tiny clove, massive impact. Garlic is one of the most medicinal vegetables out there. Its active compound allicin has antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and antioxidant properties. It helps fight off infections, lowers blood pressure, and supports cardiovascular health. It can improve cholesterol levels and reduce oxidative stress. Garlic even shows promise in reducing heavy metal toxicity in the body. It also supports the immune system, which is why it's often called nature's antibiotic. The downside? You may need to chop or crush it and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking to maximize allicin activation. Still, the power here is undeniable. Garlic gets an S tier, powerful both in taste and health impact. 6. Eggplant. Eggplant, the most misunderstood vegetable in the nightshade family. Its deep purple skin contains niacin, an antioxidant that protects brain cells from oxidative damage. It's also rich in fiber and low in calories. But here's the catch. Eggplant contains solanine and lectins, compounds that can be problematic for people with autoimmune issues or leaky gut. Cooked properly, especially grilled or roasted eggplant becomes soft, flavorful, and much easier to digest. It also supports satiety and blood sugar regulation thanks to its fiber content. Eggplant goes into the B tier. A bit controversial, but worth including if your gut tolerates it. 7. Sweet corn. Corn is tricky. Yes, it's technically a vegetable, but it behaves more like a grain. It's very starchy, relatively high in sugar, and often genetically modified in the US, especially the sweet variety. Nutritionally, corn offers some B vitamins, fiber, and small amounts of magnesium and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which support eye health. However, it's also one of the most commonly processed and industrially altered crops and often contains pesticide residues. Sweet corn is tasty, filling, and convenient, but it's not the kind of vegetable you want to rely on daily. C tier. Sometimes, sweet corn is fun, but don't overdo it. 8. Bell peppers. Colorful, crunchy, and one of the richest sources of vitamin C among vegetables. Just half a red bell pepper gives you more than your daily requirement. They're also packed with antioxidants, especially carotenoids like lutein and beta-cryptoxanthin. These compounds help fight oxidative stress, support skin health, and reduce inflammation. Low in calories, high in flavor, and easy to cook with bell peppers belong in almost every kitchen. They also support eye health and may help prevent anemia by enhancing iron absorption when eaten with iron-rich foods. A solid A-tier vegetable. Bell peppers check all the boxes, colorful, crunchy, and nutritious. 9. Tomato. Tomatoes are another nightshade, so lectins and solanine are part of the deal. But they also contain lycopene, one of the most powerful antioxidants linked to reduced risk of heart disease and certain cancers. Cooking tomatoes increases lycopene absorption, especially when combined with healthy fats like olive oil. Tomatoes are also rich in vitamin C, potassium, and folate. They support skin, immune, and heart health. However, for some people, especially those with joint pain or autoimmune issues, nightshades can be irritating. Tomatoes land in the B tier, solid middle ground choice. 10. Beetroot. Beets are earthy, vibrant, and packed with nitrates compounds that enhance blood flow and athletic performance. They support lower blood pressure, improved oxygen delivery, and a liver detox. The betaine in beets also supports methylation, a key process for energy, mood, and DNA repair. Beets are a rich source of folate, manganese, potassium, and fiber. They promote healthy digestion and reduce inflammation. Yes, they're naturally sweet, but the fiber and nutrients make the trade-off worth it. Beets earn an A-tier placement. Definitely a win if you're into earthy, heart-healthy foods. 11. Green peas. Technically a legume, but nutritionally closer to a starchy vegetable. These are high in protein compared to most veggies. Plus, they contain iron, zinc, magnesium, and a good dose of fiber. They also contain saponins, compounds with anti-inflammatory and immune-supporting effects. Great for plant-based diets and filling without being heavy. B tier. Green peas are filling and balanced, a good support veggie. 12. Chili pepper. Chili peppers bring the heat literally thanks to capsaicin, a compound with metabolic and anti-inflammatory benefits. Capsaicin can reduce appetite, improve blood flow, and possibly reduce pain sensitivity. Some studies link regular consumption with increased longevity. But they're not for everyone. Spicy foods can irritate the stomach lining and cause digestive issues in sensitive people. So while they bring value, they should be used strategically. C tier. Sometimes. Chili peppers are great in small doses, but too much can backfire. 13. Zucchini. Zucchini is light, adaptable, and very low in calories. It's a good source of vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants like lutein. It supports hydration, digestion, and blood sugar balance. Zucchini is also great for cooking. Grill it, bake it, spiralize it. It fits everywhere. It may not be flashy, but it plays a key supporting role in healthy meals. Let's call it B tier. Zucchini doesn't steal the show, but it gets the job done. 14. Onion. Onions are an unsung hero. They contain quercetin, a powerful anti-inflammatory and antihistamine compound. They support gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria and contain sulfur compounds that help detox the liver. Red, white, or yellow. Raw or cooked onions improve the flavor of almost any dish and boost the nutritional value too. Plus, they're linked to reduced risk of heart disease and certain cancers. We'll finish strong with an A-tier placement. Onions are a kitchen essential with solid health benefits. By the way, I personally eat a lot of broccoli, garlic, and onion. They're my go-to staples. What about you? What vegetables do you eat the most? Let me know in the comments and tell me what you agree with and what you think I totally got wrong. Also, don't forget to check out my previous video on berries. Some of them are amazing, and some might surprise you. Make sure to watch my other videos, they should be popping up on your screen right now. See you in the next one.